Come on in, Chuck.
Hey,
What are we here for today?
we're here for my daughter.
Okay.
I got a call from her. She's hysterical and filing a restraining order against her mother too. Not sure if you were made aware that
That I'm not made aware of.
her boyfriend has a restraining order against him. And instead of,
So her boyfriend has a restraining order against who?
I have a restraining order against Jeremiah on behalf of Sydney.
Okay.
The injunction hearing is in 2 weeks.
Okay. Good timing, huh?
Yeah, 3 days before her birthday. And now her mom's hiding her. Won't let the child go home because of the restraining order.
What do you mean she won't let her go home?
She won't let Sydney go back to her house.
Oh, where's Sydney been staying?
At a friend's house, I guess, I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
So I have no idea. And now she's threatening to kill herself again and she has to go home with her mom. And so I'm gonna file a restraining order against her mother too for emotional abuse. And it's gonna go through. I need my daughter. She's gonna come and get her early and take her somewhere.
Okay, so. Come on. So we're at 5/1 is the date today.
Correct.
Hey, Miss Benamiro. And so you.
Yep, I'll be right there.
Thank you. So you got a call from Sid at, what time did you get that call?
30 minutes ago. Let's see.
They're at the cafeteria with Sydney. They're all holding onto her arms, and she's crying, looking almost like she was like they were holding her up because she was crying so hard. So they were sitting at the lunch table, and then they were just kind of chatting with her. Then it looked like Sydney went on the floor, and then a couple of students approached me and said that she's crying and she's really upset. I said, okay, thanks. And then I see her, they get her up off the floor and she's back at the table again. And then shortly after, Emma and Naomi had their arms around her again and they walked her out of the lunchroom. I knew that they went to the bathroom because that's their place that they go. So then I followed them to the bathroom. Girls were chatting with her. Sydney was crying. I said, hey, friends, what's going on? Sydney said, none of your business. I was like, well, we can't hang out in the bathroom. So either we can go back to lunch or we can go up to the office in a private room and we can hang out there. Brought them to the office and I said, would you like me to stick around? Would you like to talk about it? Oh, there's Lars.
Good afternoon, this is Kyle.
Yeah, Lars Silver calling, returning your call.
Yes, hello, Lars. I have you on speakerphone, and I have Sean Wimber, and that is the father of Sydney Wimber, and I have Abigail Matamiro, and that is my school counselor.
Okay.
So Lars, I'm in a position that I'm not quite sure what to do, and I really was unsure who to call. So I'm going to call you first because as her guardian ad litem, I'm hoping you can give me some direction of where I should go.
Okay.
My understanding is that Sydney did not go home last night due to some sort of restraining order against her mother's boyfriend. And so she did a little couch surfing last night, is my understanding.
Okay.
Sydney also does not want to go home. She does not want to be at her mom's. And we have played this game 4 or 5 different times in the past
2 months.
we'll say month and a half of her not wanting to go home or her trying to run away or dad, Sean, being here to pick her up the one day, a whole variety of things.
Right.
So today Sean showed up at school, because Sydney called him, and Sydney called him hysterical, and, someone made the statement, it might have been a friend, that Sydney was gonna kill herself if she had to go back to her mom's house. And so then Sean came to school, he wants to know what's going on and what, et cetera and et cetera. What am I supposed to, where do I go with this?
Well, I can't give you advice. Guardian ad litem may represent the best interest of the child, so I don't know if the school has an attorney they can call.
Okay,
But the parties have to follow the order, and part of the issue here is on November 29th, the court ordered a custody eval. Attorney Larimore was ordered to draft that and never did. The eval has not taken place to my knowledge. I spent about 35 minutes on it an hour or so ago and sent an email to the attorneys saying, what is going on here? Why is this not done? Why hasn't it been addressed? And I haven't received any response yet. Well, I did get a call from Attorney Helgeson, and he's wondering the same thing. What's going on? Why hasn't it been done? And I've received volumes of documents, text messages, a restraining order, correspondence between the parties and the child. There's a lot of different issues going on. The child, I think, the school knows there was a recent hospitalization rate.
yep,
So there's a lot of things going on. What I would say is this: the parties have an order; they need to follow it. I believe that's in the best interest of the child, and they need to get the custody eval done. It was ordered, 6 months ago, November 29th? That's at least 6 months ago. And Dad was adamant about getting that done, and if he can hear me,
He
is
can.
it done?
is it done?
It was paid for. It should be in the process right now.
Well, I haven't heard from anybody on it. Have you met with the evaluator?
I did. I paid him myself. All of the money.
Contacted Mom?
That's all I know. I only shook hands with him, introduced myself, and gave him his money.
Who was it?
It was Dr. Babbitt.
Dr. who?
Dr. Babbitt?
Oh, Babbitt, okay. Is he planning on starting it this month or next? Do you know?
He said he would get back to me. He was happy to meet me. He said he was glad that I found him and that he would be in touch soon. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the issue. We got to get moving on it, and it hasn't happened. To my knowledge, I haven't heard from Babbitt. I think Attorney Larimore, I'm totally from memory, so I hope I'm not wrong, but I think he may have said before that because of schedules, that maybe it won't be until June that Babbitt got to it. I could be wrong, but I thought that was on this one. And that, given what you've just told me, that probably is true, because if you paid him already and only said hi to him but haven't had any meetings with him, then my hunch is that he's probably beginning of June. Well, if that's true, are we even going to have what we need by the time we have the 2-day trial in August? So, I mean, there's so many things going on here. This isn't, I can't give anybody involved advice other than we have an order, it's got to be followed.
And so the order is, Dad has contact and custody every other weekend from 5 p.m. or from right after school at Holiday till 5 p.m. on Sunday at Holiday again. Is that accurate?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't have the order in front of me, but whatever it is, it is.
Yeah.
I don't have copies. So.
No, I do not have a copy of the order.
No, I'm talking about the parties.
Yeah, no, I have never received a copy of the order. I've been, given Kyle Igo, principal of the Prescott Middle School.
Well, I mean, Sean could give it to you right now, right?
So
Look it up on the internet too. We all have access to the internet, don't we?
Yep, but I believe that's what that.
The order is, no, Kyle couldn't pull it up on the internet.
Correct.
Sean could give it to you because
Yes.
Sean has a copy of it. He should have one, I would assume, Attorney Larimore.
What do I do with my daughter?
Well, so here's the thing. What I needed to call him for, what I needed to call Lars for, is I need to make sure that really I need to follow the order. So now we're gonna say, okay, what do we do with our daughter, right?
What you guys are doing is protecting the liability of the school.
So
But you're about to open yourself up to a larger liability.
I will next get on the phone with our school attorneys.
I hope so.
Yep, I'm going to, and then we'll go from there. Lars, thank you for your time.
Yeah, sorry, I can't say more. It's just I cannot give advice. So all I can say is we have a current order, and that's it.
Gotcha.
You
But
know,
if the mother isn't abiding by it, she doesn't have custody of the child. She's sending the child to who knows where and hiding her.
You've got, so again, Sean, I can't give you advice. You have an attorney, call Larimore and say, Mom isn't following the order. What do I do? Larimore can say, well, we can do X,
What
Y,
class
and
is
Z.
she
I
in?
can't tell you what X, Y, and Z is.
Perfect. It is reported by Sean that, reported by Sean.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
You don't remember Abby, right?
I'm not sure.
We met at the beginning of the year. Yeah,
Okay.
Abby Metamural, school counselor.
Okay, cool.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So it's reported that reported by Sean, that Sean took out a restraining order against, is it stepdad?
Her boyfriend.
Against Shauna's boyfriend. And now Shauna
He was served last night at 6:30.
is
So it just went into effect yesterday.
not letting Sydney go home. Sydney doesn't want to go home.
Right, but she also doesn't want to stay with friends and not have her things or her,
Comfort of her own home.
right.
Yeah.
So,
So Shauna's not letting her go home?
right. Instead of making Jeremiah leave
Oh, gotcha.
or letting Sydney come to my house,
Gotcha.
she's
gotcha.
hiding the child.
Gotcha.
Emma then got on the phone and said she said she was gonna kill herself if she had to go home with her mom. Then they both said I had to come get her. So, well, I'm on my way.
And she's made that statement to you, right?
Yeah.
Sydney made the statement that she was going to kill herself.
I'm not sure if it was her or just Emma that said that. It was
So
really
Emma
hard.
at least.
Right.
Emma
I did hear it, but I'm not sure which one of them.
Emma stated that Sydney was going to kill herself.
Someone had to take the phone from her. She was just
Emma stated
unintelligible.
that Sydney was going to kill herself if she had to go back to mom's.
Well, she can't right now if Jeremiah's there. But then she also has to have some place to go.
Right.
So the next thing for me is I'm gonna file a restraining order against her mother too. And it'll go through. I need my daughter. She's not safe.
Sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Do you have Lars Loberg's number by chance on your phone? You are not going to
Is this a
disrupt my
public
school
building?
You are not going to disrupt my school building.
You don't care about these kids.
I care dramatically about these
Go.
kids.
Go where?
We're walking outside right now.
This is a public building.
We are not disrupting.
Do you want me to leave the
we are not-
premises right
We
now?
are not disrupting the
John.
school building.
Are you guys trespassing me?
Walk out with us.
Is this a public building?
Walk out with us.
No.
Or we're gonna walk you out. You make a decision.
Are you detaining me?
Yeah.
For what?
For
what?
interference with the custody.
I'm not
Yeah, you did.
What are you talking
Yeah, because you just said you were gonna go pick her up out of class.
You guys are out of your
2418,
mind.
2710, Sean Lambert, 1095.
Before
recording this, right?
Yep.
You guys got your body cam?
Sure
going?
do.
Oh, you got yours, all right.
I'm recording that. Give me my phone.
No, you're in custody, you don't get to have your phone.
Yes, you do. I'm allowed to record you guys.
If I let go of you, turn around and spread your feet apart. Really, we're gonna do that in sure right now? Fuck you. Yep. Sorry, I don't have a booking. I had an old one, I don't have it. Oh yeah, yeah, and then I'll it's probably just gonna be it's probably just gonna be interference with the custody order, but I'll text it to you.
You almost get them for disorder of conduct. It's a
Well,
stretch,
Well, I'm gonna
Check with Chris.
I'm gonna talk to the principal about that because we weren't there.
but
10, 24, 17, 24, 18, your status?
74.4, 74.4.
And it's 12:40.
37 will be up.
2710, 2417, your status.
Clemson, I'm sure.
10-4 still at the Prescott Middle School. Seven.
Yeah, he gets it right here.
I just got a couple real quick questions for you, okay? Are you experiencing severe pain, excessive abuse, or injury by a lawful confusion, or illness requiring immediate medical care? As soon as I get these questions, I only have like 10 of them. Because I was like, illness requiring immediate medical care. Oh, okay, so I'll be taking those off for you as I grab this done. Are you experiencing any of the complications, cough, shortness of breath, and a fever? Allergic reaction,
I've not seen one before.
That's rare.
I gotta try and figure out where it is
Have
too.
you recently ingested a dangerous substance, overdose
long
on
time
medication,
since
or
I-
ingested or packed
And I know what it is, but it's been a long time since I dealt with it.
I know some of these are silly, but we still
I
have to
was-
ask them. Have you been involved in a vehicle accident?
About to come down and tell you guys you need to get back out of here. Thought it was just a disorderly.
Numbness, recent traumas, or abnormal mental condition? Cuff. And are you a diabetic? Okay. Are you currently feeling suicidal? And are you pregnant? One of those questions again. All right. And do you have any medically implanted devices like insulin pump, pacemakers, or defibrillators? And then if I take these cuffs off, are you gonna be cooperative with me? Yeah, okay. Just a question we gotta ask, and then after that, since you want those cuffs off, yeah, I'll get them off, right away, and then I gotta give you a breathalyzer test. It's just one of our jail policies here. All right, you can go ahead and have a seat again. Yeah, let's see, I'll tell you. I don't know, I got a towel if you wanna wash them. So due to our jail policy, we have everybody that comes in our doors take a breathalyzer, regardless of why they're coming in here. Are you familiar with how the breathalyzer works, sir?
think it's that.
Think 90 yet?
That's what I'm gonna put.
Unless there's occupancy.
These are all usually violent offenses, drug and
Yeah, so
commercial stuff, so.
Yeah.
Aren't there more pages to this?
I
I thought there was.
think normally it's in this order though.
What is today? May 1st?
5-1.
Yes. Yeah, that's the only thing that we found out.
Okay. If you wanna go ahead and stand up, I'll give you a quick search. If you wanna picture your face that wall. Do you have anything in your pockets that could poke me at all? Again, still a part of our policy there.
No.
Okay, you can go ahead and have a seat, and if you could take off your shoes and your socks and turn your socks inside out.
Hey, do you know what the case number is for this one?
Show me the bottom of your feet, wiggle.
2209, gotcha. Alright, so let's take care of that. Do you know, is he on
Sometimes
paper,
people
for
find
any
things in their
probation?
toes.
Get it?
I can check with dispatch if you don't know.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, I'll check with them. And then the only charge was the
You can actually-
felony interference with child custody? Okay,
Germans, they don't have to do it, so we're gonna have you do an x-ray.
gotcha. Alright, then that's all I needed. Yep, bye-bye.
So once you get those back on, I'm gonna have you walk over here with your shoes and have your shoes to your side.
Does he have a Kleenex?
One on each side. Go ahead.
Tell you that my nose has been going crazy all day today. Those are close. That'll work. Not picky. There you go.
Sometimes you need that Charmin also.
And then you're gonna also have to
No,
take
that's
your.
usually what I use at the office. Cause I don't waste time and looking for the fancy stuff.
My nose
And
would
just stand
cancel
right here and
with
look
the
at
truth
bull's
of
eye.
the best.
So when he asks you to, do you have to ask you to step?
What state were you born in, Sean?
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
Alright, John, can I have you step in onto those gray feet, looking at that blue guy at the wall, continuing to hold those shoes down your sides, doing as still as possible?
Yeah, I'll have it, have it up in there.